is the joy, the beauty, the elegance, just like the happiness of MacKenzie-Childs. Whether this is a brand that you collect and treasure, or maybe you're seeing it for the first time, we have a beautiful today's special value that I think everybody can use somewhere or many places in their home. It's a 3-piece canister set. It's exclusive to QVC. Nowhere else can you get all 3 of them. And we've not only put them all together, we're doing them at a wonderful price. In fact, you're saving just about $100 because these would be $278. You're getting them home for 5 easy payments of $36, so you're saving almost $100. But here's the big news for you collectors. You're getting colors and some patterns that you will not get anywhere else, even at the big store in Las Vegas or the beautiful little boutiques that have some few pieces. We have some special colors and patterns that only you will find here. We're here with Rebecca Proctor, who has been with MacKenzie-Childs since the 90s. Come on out, it's so nice to see you.
Hello, good to see you.
I always love seeing you.
I love seeing you too. This
is really exciting, and we're gonna go through everything, but
sure.
During watching one today, I just asked you, you've got so many amazing things. Why did you guys decide to do canisters for the first time as today's special value?
I think they're so practical and useful, and everybody needs a little decorative storage to tuck away all that mess on your countertops.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
They are so beautiful. It really is like the best of MacKenzie-Childs. So let's go through them together.
Sure.
Let's just start here at the most classic of all, the courtly check.
Courtly check, that's right. Black and white check, they're enamel wear, and that means heavy gauge steel with glass painted on top of them. We use ground glass called frit. Each one's painted by hand and made by hand, and this is where it all started, Sandra. This check craze, right? Courtly check, black and white, goes with everything.
So that is the classic.
That's the classic.
But guess what? Something brand new. It is the emerald check, which we're really the world seeing for the first time today.
Today, this is the big debut of emerald check. It's a very botanical green, a verdant green. I mean, green happens to be my favorite color, but it's so fresh and alive and beautiful and luxe. And you can see, especially on the one you're holding, we load our brushes with other colors and drag each one through every check.
Actually, I'm going to hold this up so you can even see. Like you can see different, like little touches of yellow.
There you go. So no two are ever going to be alike because they're all completely made by hand, painted by hand.
So that's the emerald check.
That's right.
Only 500 to go around for the entire day, and then not only is it gone here, it's gone everywhere because we're the only ones who have it yet. This is the rosy check.
So we launched that here on QVC last March 6th. And we have a pink passion person out there. This color is so pretty. It's very blushy and kind of cosmetic. It's kind of a perfect shade of pink.
Beautiful.
Isn't
and I can
it pretty?
see what you mean about how when these are hand painted, they drag other colors through. Like here I'm seeing that little bit of yellow, but also I'm seeing a little bit of purple down here. And no two will ever be the same.
Never ever, because that's what really makes them distinctive, is that evidence of handwork in every single one of these that we produce.
Just backing up for a second, when you look at the courtly check, you see that beautiful, look at that like cinnabar.
Red cinnabar bead.
But then now we're seeing the glass. They remind me of like the antique doorknobs.
That's it. Well, that's what they are. They are doorknobs. They're
so cool.
Glass drawer pulls. And that was how we were inspired to turn them into something beautiful but useful. It's a perfect knob.
So pretty. Here's your sterling check.
Right.
So that is that gorgeous gray.
And this is what I love about sterling is the mixed metals of kind of the gray inspired by antique hotel silver mixed with these beautiful brass components. I think it's a really pretty combination.
Here's your royal check.
Royal check with this beautiful blue knob. I love this shade of blue.
Yeah. And then we have our mocha check. Now, is this one, I think, did you come out with in January?
We did, here with you.
Launched it here.
That's right.
Boy, you guys were really on it because Pantone named the color of the year this mocha mousse. Mocha mousse. You guys had you were releasing mocha check. You already were there.
It was really serendipitous. Let's just leave it there. It was so serendipitous.
So cool.
It kind of just was a happy accident.
So, but this color, not only is it super popular, it's also very, very neutral. It goes really in any home. Now, those are all of our checks.
That's
right.
We're
going to move into our exclusive florals, and oh my gosh, are these pretty. Now, how are these created as we look at the white flower here?
So every flower you're looking at starts as a piece of artwork in our design studios.
Wow.
And then we turn those pieces of art into color transfers or decals. They're then hand applied to each piece. And it's a time-consuming process.
I bet.
It's really a slow...
Well, you can sort of feel...
Can you feel them?
You can actually feel the texture where you don't see the texture, but
That's
you can
right.
sort of feel it, and then I'm sure that it's then like enameled over.
That's exactly right. So it's glass
You can sort of feel
fired
it, though, with your
onto
fingers.
steel, right?
Wow.
And so, no, they're integral to the piece. They will never, ever, ever come off.
That
they're
is really
fired
cool.
into the work. And I think they turned out beautifully. I love flowers, and I heard you talking earlier. You're a gardener yourself.
Yeah, I was joking about, you can tell that I'm gardening. My nails my nails always look terrible this time of year.
I can't even, don't even look at my, no, don't look at my hands. I'm gardening too.
I have been outside for many,
They
many
look
hours
great.
the last few days. Okay, so this is the white flower.
Yes.
Here's black flower.
Isn't this dramatic?
Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This looks like it's like instant heirloom.
It is heirloom. And I love that you use that word because these are made with such integrity. These can be passed down from generation to generation to generation. We should talk about that seal.
Yeah.
So each lid has a rubber gasket or a seal.
Yep.
That's going to keep whatever's inside really fresh, whether it's coffee or tea or rice or flour, whatever you decide to put inside.
Just beautiful. Okay, that's the black flower. Two more flowers. Here's your green flower.
Green
This
flower.
is pretty. This
Love it.
I know that this is a new design, but it really truly feels like another, it's like heirloom. Like
kind
it
of
feels like
retro,
something, yeah, like I feel like
right?
it's something you would find like in an antique shop.
I love that color. I just love it. It's such a special, I don't even know how to describe it except it reminds me of my grandmother's stove. It's kind of a 50s green.
Yeah,
I
it's so
love
pretty.
that color.
Almost like, it almost reminds me of like, yeah, like those like 1940s, 1950s, like tablecloths and stuff.
Absolutely. I go right there with you.
Here's your blue flower.
And this color is really distinctive. We, internally in our design studio, we refer to that as lapis. It's kind of a lapis blue.
So
it's an unusual and a very intentional shade that looks so good with those flowers.
Okay, I am absolutely in love with them. I don't know how you pick. I will tell you that you're getting colors, like patterns that are exclusive to QVC. The Emerald has just launched. Maybe you are someone who collects all courtly. Maybe you want to throw some cobalt in, like however you want to do it. But so much handwork goes into this. In fact, actually, we have a video. Let's take a look at that, and it shows really how some of the checks are made.
We do, and so there we're painting pottery, but it's the same technique used on enamelware. And it's a slow, deliberate process, right? Every check painted by hand. It's dipped in color and dragged across the surface, and we don't use stencils, and that's how those are created. They're beautiful.
Let's talk a little bit about the brand,
Sure.
because you know, it's one of these things for people who've never tried the brand before, and they say, what is that?
Who are they?
Yeah. And then you have people who are so passionate about it. You know what, a little game I like to play?
Yeah.
Whenever I'm watching television and they show like really beautiful homes, and sometimes it's just like, you know, I'm working out watching some reality show or something, there's like a housewife on, or, you know, like that kind of thing. But I always look, because you would be surprised, once you see it, you can't unsee it, you see it everywhere.
Oh.
You see the teapot on people's stoves.
I
when
know.
you do like the tours of like, you know, like these realtor shows where all the houses are like $5 million,
Our
$10 million.
tea
You
is
see,
everywhere.
you see like, oh, there's a MacKenzie-Childs, you know, vase holding spoons and stuff. Like,
it's true.
This is a, gosh, in the Bellagio in Las Vegas.
Oh,
like,
you told me you were there.
yeah, I was there. I was like, there's MacKenzie-Childs.
That's
like,
a big, beautiful
so
display.
Truly, like this is a brand that is not mass distributed. You don't
not.
see it down at your, you know, local department store. It is more of this special niche brand, and on purpose, because the way that these are made, we can't call you and say, hey, we'd like 10,000 tomorrow.
No, you can't, because these take time.
Each one is done by hand.
Each one's done by hand.
Like all the way that this is applied. So each one is
true.
so like labor intensive and so beautiful. I still, a year on or so that you've been here, I'm still shocked that you can come on QVC, because just to be able to bring enough to us.
Well, we love telling our story on QVC because it's a really beautiful story about an American brand. Today we produce in over 20 countries around the world, but it's all those things that have the intentional evidence of handwork in them.
New York.
Started in New York, in Aurora, New York, where we are today. Come see us. You can tour the farmhouse and the factory. And it's a very special story about a vision about home that's special and happy, but purposeful and functional. Use it, right? It's pretty, but use our things.
Yeah, all of your things really are so functional. There's the farmhouse.
That's our design studio, second floor. That's where you'll find me. Here's the farmhouse. Come and tour it. 3 floors of MacKenzie-Childs. craziness. It's like falling down the rabbit hole with us. It's very fun. And then we have pottery tours too, and we really do love visitors.
Oh my gosh,
So-
it's all so pretty.
It's very, very pretty. It's a very special place. It's a really special
Well, you know,
story.
I was telling you earlier today that my next door neighbor, who I absolutely love, everybody should have a neighbor like my next door neighbor, but her daughter-in-law is really passionate about this brand. And I
Really?
said to my neighbor, Amrita, I said, tell her to look on QVC.com and come to QVC. She's like, I didn't, oh, look at those
Well, we
beautiful
have
islands.
Highland cattle and sheep and geese and some place called the Chicken Palace where
How beautiful
our
this is.
greenhouses.
I definitely want to come. So anyway,
Come
but
on.
I said, tell her to check out QVC.com because if you love MacKenzie-Childs, you might not even know we have this brand,
Oh,
but
gosh.
we have pieces that you will not find anywhere else. And take a look at that emerald check. That is now launching here today. In
Today.
these canisters. Now,
right.
I want to make sure I've got this story correct.
Sure.
You can buy canisters other places from MacKenzie-Childs.
That's right.
But all separately.
They're sold individually.
Yeah. So
We
this
don't
is
really
the
sell them as
only
sets.
place in the planet right now where you can get all three, and you end up saving about $100 because even our QVC price
great.
will be $278. We are doing them for $179.98, so saving nearly $100. 5 easy payments of $36. Now, let's go through the choices
Sure,
again.
let's do that.
We can go a little faster this time, but I just,
Okay.
now that you're like, I want them, now's the hard
Now
part.
choose
picking.
the
Yeah.
one. Right. Courtly check.
And this was the very first,
The first
check, right?
iconic check that just kind of made the scene. And then emerald check, new today, brand new today, this gorgeous shade of green.
The most popular. We have fewer than 500 to go around for the entire
Great.
day.
Oh,
Here's
gosh.
your rosy
Rosy
check.
check. I mean, be still my heart. I love
So
that
pretty.
shade.
And that is one of our newer shades that
That's right.
launched here on QVC.
That's right.
Here's the sterling check.
Sterling check. It's a gorgeous shade of gray. Royal check, a stunning shade of blue.
So
like the
pretty.
blue sky.
Now, launched this year in 2025, the mocha check.
Mocha check, we launched it with you here in January. It's taken off like wildfire because it is just easy, right? It's soft and neutral. And so it goes into so many different environments.
I mean, from kitchens to bedrooms to
Powder
primary
rooms,
bathrooms.
your desktop, you know.
Yeah, this would be a pretty one.
Anywhere you want to organize.
Now-
and then our flower market.
The flowers, right. So we have the white flower. Gosh, these are stunning.
Aren't
Here's
they
your
beautiful?
white. Here's your
Black.
black flower. And then we have the green.
Love that green.
Gosh, I feel like, I know this is brand new, but I feel like I just went into like some auction house in London or something.
They're
like, you know what I
really
mean? Like,
cool.
yeah.
Well,
And
they are
then-
inspired by very traditional things, and a lot of inspiration comes from England.
And then here's
Blue.
our blue flower.
Blue.
So pretty.
And if you want to start having fun, seriously, start
I
mixing
do.
them together. I mean, look at those together, a check and a floral. And that's really how we always designed a flower with a check.
Oh, and actually, as I looked around our set, I
Did you
see
see what we
that
did
kind
over
of
here?
repeating over. Let me see. Let's
This
come
is
back.
a little cake baking station or a cupcake station, and just how useful and purposeful they are to contain things.
so
to keep your
cute.
countertops tidy.
Okay, that's living if your
Yes.
cupcake station is all done in MacKenzie-Childs.
Do you have a cupcake station?
I
don't, but
don't.
now I might.
I guess
really fun.
goals, right?
Right, exactly, goals.
So pretty. So all of these patterns go back to, you know, the gorgeous dinnerware. This is pretty, just using them almost as little centerpieces.
Why not? I mean, you can take the lid off and fill them with fresh flowers. They're really easy to care for.
Oh yeah,
Just
tell me about that.
Scrubby soap and water. It's glass fired on top of steel.
So
they're-
nothing's gonna rust or corrode.
No, no, they're made beautifully made, and they're heavy. It's really a heavy gauge steel, so they're made to last and last. They're really heirloom pieces.
So
and then
pretty.
it's fun. I love the way they mix them all together here. Rosy and mocha and emerald set on a beautiful table setting.
Gorgeous, absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous. Okay, so let's talk about the sizes
Sure.
of these
Okay.
and some things to give you some ideas of what you can put in them. Now, the nice thing is when you get them home, you're gonna have more things to put in them than you have canisters. Like you're gonna be able to
It's
come up
so
with your,
true.
like you're gonna be like, oh shoot, I wish I would've gotten another set because now I wanna put like cotton balls in one and tea bags in one in the kitchen. But we have, as far as sizes go, we have a 38 ounce.
Right.
So that's actually holds quite a bit, 38
It does.
ounces.
I mean, cake
it's
tops,
deceptive actually.
dishwasher pots. That's actually our small canister. We have two bigger ones as well that you can find on QVC.com. But this is the biggest of the three in the set, 38 ounces.
Wow, that's actually quite large. Like it's larger than
It's a good
it has a
size.
bigger capacity really than it
Sure.
truly looks. That's the 38 ounce. We have the 24 ounce Demi.
That's right.
And then a 14 ounce mini.
That's right.
You know what? I love these because I'm thinking just even for maybe sugar cubes, tea bags, whatever, just lined on a kitchen counter, lovely.
They look beautiful against a backsplash. They look beautiful in the middle of a table. They're really functional.
Yeah.
Use them and love them. So.
Now the only thing is, I'm gonna warn you, once you get a set of canisters, then you're gonna be
like